Yes, hello, hello, hello. I got on here like a minute or two earlier than 9 o'clock just to like set this space up and hopefully have some beautiful souls hop on here with me while I do this. Today, let me just make sure my phone is staying up. Okay. Today we are doing the resurrection Easter healing, letting go of your own personal crucifixion, surrendering that to the light, stepping into the light more deeply, more profoundly, and we're going to be aligning the body energetically to match that. So if you are hopping on here, let me know where you're tuning in from and what you wish to get out of this and what you wish to let go of. And if you're catching the replay, tell me the same, but just say replay so I can acknowledge you later on. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of time to get some people to come up on here. We had a bunch of people sign up for this healing, which is really, really cool. And like I said, this healing was just like downloaded into me the other day on Friday during a meditation, and I didn't really ask any questions. At first I was a little confused, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna do it. And here we are today. So yeah, let's just give it a minute or two. I got some tea. If you're hopping on here, I just say hey so I can acknowledge you, so I know who you are, so I can send you my love. And I hope the comments are working. So when I do a healing, I always have a drink next to me, some water, some tea, just something to keep my throat going. I advise you all to do the same. So if you have some time, like go get yourself a drink before we begin this healing. And again, if you are tuning into this, just say hey. Hey, Catherine. Oh my God, Catherine. Hi, girl. I'm so happy to see your face on here. I fucking miss you. Not your face. I keep saying that. To see your name and your energy, but like when I see you, when I see your name, I kind of like see your face, if that makes sense. I'm happy to see your name and your words. To see your energy. So I am again very excited to do this healing. Catherine, I think you're like my only viewer on here right now, which is totally cool. But I'm gonna probably start soon, and for those of you that are catching the replay, I just want to kind of give you a heads up here. So I do energy work, and I move around a lot when I do this. I've been getting better like over the years, like of not being like so like fluid in movement. I mean, I think it's good for the healing, but I've like toned it down a lot from when like I originally started doing this work. So just a disclaimer, if you see me doing some type of dance movement, maybe looking like I'm doing an erotic dance, I am just moving energy. That's simply all it is. And I use my hands, I use my body to do that. What else did I want to say? It is best if like you're not watching me and kind of just like closing your eyes and going through everything that comes up from like your third eye. So just relax, just chill, and yeah, just like take it all in. And what else? I'm like trying to kill some time here because like I said, we had a bunch of people sign up. I have Catherine on here right now, unless some other people are on here and I do not know. So Catherine, and to everyone else tuning in there, oh my God, hey Chris, what is up? Okay, so we are doing a resurrection healing today. And what that means is letting go of your own personal crucifixions, whether that is upon the self or upon other people. So whatever is coming up for you with this, right? Whatever crucifixions you have, whatever constricted energy that you have going on in your body and in your energy fields, I just want you to pop that in the comments. What is it that you want to let go of and surrender today so that you can move more efficiently into the light and embody that light more deeply, more profoundly every time this constricted energy comes up? Yes, we have another. I'm so happy. Hey Chris, happy Easter. And I'm gonna put some music on. Okay, let's just start, all right? It's 9:04 a.m. and what I want you guys to do is just find a comfortable seat and sit up straight with both feet flat on the floor and just get comfortable. You can lay down after this, after we ground and after we set the intention, but for right now, just have those feet flat on the floor and just close your eyes and just begin to take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of any stressors, letting go of any negative energy, and just allowing yourself to surrender to this moment right now. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go, letting go, letting go. We're going to take a moment to call upon all of our guides of the highest truth and compassion, all those that walk with us in the name of unconditional love and light. We ask that you step forward and surround us all on this healing, on the live and on the replay, in a beautiful white light of protection energy to ensure that we are safe, held, and protected in the name of love and light throughout today's healing session. And we're just going to let this white light come across us and protect us and lift us up. Catherine is letting go of all the crap from this past year. She wants to get it off because it is not helping her. Amen, sister. Amen. I'm just waiting until I see all of your beautiful energy covered in this white light. And just a little note here for those of you that are tuning into the replay, everything is just as effective as if you were here right now. Time and space is only relevant to us, so it does not affect the healing, and I am holding space for your soul right now throughout this session. So we are safe, we are protected, and we are held. And what we're going to do right now is just open up a space for us to connect on a soul level, on a heart level, so that I can connect with your energy and feel what is going on here. So we're going to do that. We're going to go into our heart space chakras, which is right in the heart, right in the chest. And we're going to visualize a bridge extending out of the heart. And as this bridge extends out, it meets on a platform. I call this the sacred circle platform. Okay, and this is where all of our bridges from our hearts are going to connect and form the collective consciousness of the group. Okay. And here, this is where our guides come down and communicate all of the healing that needs to occur today, all of the messages that need to come forth, all of the energy that needs to be moved. It is felt in this space. Beautiful. Just waiting for the okay to move on. Just waiting for all of these bridges to get here. We are all connected and we are all one. So just bask in this energy for a second. Bask in the energy of connection, being connected to one another through love. What does that feel like? Feel your brothers and sisters. Beautiful. Okay, so now it's time to start the healing. Let's do this. We got our intentions set. We called in the light. Actually, did we even set our intention? Our intention right now, our intention for this healing is to resurrect our souls from our darkness, from our crucifixion, to let go of all that dirty energy that holds us back from shining our divine light onto ourselves and onto the world. Whatever that may look like, show us today. Show us today what we need to let go of. Show us today what we need to embrace more of. Let us be vessels for love. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to start from the soles of our feet and we're just going to ground down into the earth. And what I want you to visualize, you can close your eyes right now, is just roots extending out of the soles of your feet and going deep into the core of the earth. And just grounding, and letting go. Letting go and grounding as we move these roots through the core of the earth. We let go of tension. The energy right now is just, it's very tense. So tense. There's so much control. So much freaking out and not a lot of surrender. There's not a lot of flow happening here. We're going to look at that, but for right now, we're just sending energy as we ground to be in ease, be in the state of ease. Let go of the fists and let all of this beautiful energy just flow through you. Why is it that we have to control so much? Why is it that we have to have such tight fists? That stops us from embracing that light. That stops us from being reborn in each moment. Okay? So we're sending this energy, those roots, down into the core of the earth. And as we bring these roots into the core of the earth, we connect down into a big, beautiful white light. And this white light is going to cleanse us throughout this healing. It is going to restore us. It's going to allow us to be reborn. So as these roots connect into this light, just start to feel what having this white light in your body would look like. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're just going to start to move this white light up the roots, up from the core of the earth, and just allow it to start working through the body. We're just going to allow it to start penetrating through the soles of the feet. And this white light has entered the body. It has entered the feet. And we're just going to allow it to just move through. Moving it through the feet. Allowing it to ground you. To bring your body more at ease. Moving it through the ankles. Up the calves. Just allowing it to massage every cell that exists within your being. And we're moving into the knees right now. And the knees hold old thought patterns. So as we allow this white light to cleanse out the knees, we allow ourselves to surrender old thought patterns. And the message that I'm getting that's coming through in this area right here is that in order to surrender that, in order to let go and embrace these new thought patterns, right? Because our thought patterns are what connects us to our soul or what disconnects us to our soul and the way that we feel into our body based off of those thoughts. And if we keep holding on to thought patterns that disconnect us from surrender, that disconnect us from trust, that disconnect us from love, we are still going to be clenching on. And the more we clench on, the more we crucify ourselves, right? Because that is tight energy. That's very negative energy. It's heavy. And we don't want to be heavy. We want to be light. We want to be light. So we send that white light into this area in the body right now, into the knees to let go of that. So just see those negative thoughts, those clenching thoughts, those things that crucify you. Just see them leaving the body right now. Just see them leaving the body. They are no longer serving you. Just let them go. Beautiful. And we're going to start working this energy up the thighs. And the next message that's coming through here is as we let go of those thought patterns is, can I really do this? Like, can I let go? Like, what happens when I let go of this? What happens when I stop thinking this way? I'm vulnerable. I allow myself to be exposed. I allow myself to be hurt. I allow others to take advantage of me. And I need to protect myself. That's coming up right here because we're about to enter into the root chakra right now, which is all about protection and security, right? How can we let our souls shine in this lifetime if we can't protect ourselves? And that is another limiting belief, another thought that crucifies the soul and the body. Because the protection that I'm experiencing from the root chakra right now, it's not divine protection. It's egoic protection, saying that I can't surrender. I can't surrender. I can't trust in other people. I can't trust that I am going to be safe here because I've been hurt in the past. And we're just letting that leave the body right now. Because you can be safe here. You are meant to be safe here. You are meant to experience love here. You are meant to have security here. You are meant to be here. And that's more of a reason to feel safe. Knowing that this is your home, this is your journey, and this is your time. So we let go. And we allow our root chakra to be filled with this white light. Hi, Doris. Beautiful. Just feel that release. If you need to just move back and forth to let the energy go through, feel that release. Just allow the energy to move up and up and up as we enter into the sacral chakra. We allow this white light to start cleansing out the sacral space. And our sacral space, we hold a lot of tension in here. This is where our emotions are stored, our feelings, our traumas, what we want, what we need, our desires, our sexual energy. It's all here in the sacral chakra. And guess what? When we are triggered, when we are crucifying ourselves and others, that energy is stored in the sacral space. Because that is deep-rooted emotion, right? It's deep-rooted emotion. And when we have past experiences that involve trauma, with shame and guilt and judgment and fear, we create a reality that mimics that because it's living in our body, it's living in our sacral space, and what we feel, we create. What we feel, we create. And even if we numb ourselves to what we feel in our body and we act like, I've never been hurt before, I've never been through earth-shaking pain before, when you actually have, you start to see that in your life, and it starts to show up in these patterns. And the resurrection is all about breaking those patterns. It's all about letting go. It's all about rebirth and starting over in each moment. Because in each moment you can choose again. You have the power to choose again. You have the power to say that I am not going to let this pain destroy me. I am not going to let this pain dictate the direction that my life takes. And that doesn't mean you have to ignore your pain. It doesn't mean that the story that you went through that has held you back and crucified you didn't exist. But what it means is that you are powerful enough and strong enough to go higher because you've been through pain. And because you've been through pain is the reason why you grant yourself the freedom to experience a life of bliss, to feel bliss in your body, to feel free in your body, to feel love in your body. And we release this. We release all of this pain. We allow this pain to come to the surface and we acknowledge it and we thank it. We thank it because it has done a job of protecting ourselves, but we no longer need that protection anymore. We no longer need to be protected based off of pain. We let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And allow the light to enter in. The white light to fill up the sacral space. And the white light to cleanse any negative energy from the past. Hi, Luz. I'm so happy to see your name on here. Beautiful. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we move up into the solar plexus. The solar plexus is where we experience confidence. It's where we take action. It's where our free will exists. Our ability to be free in society. And we allow this white light to just start to cleanse out the solar plexus. And to stop confining us. The solar plexus feels so constricted right now. It feels like there are so many boxes placed around our souls to keep us safe, to keep us protected, right? To not allow our souls to be free. It's like we deeply, deeply, deeply desire to be free and show up in the world with our soul energy carrying us forward, but we don't allow that to happen. Because we are fucking scared, because we've been so hurt. We've been so hurt, so we limit the way we take action. We limit the way we show up. We limit our confidence. We dim our light. And the solar plexus at this point, it's like, fuck no, I don't want that anymore. I do not want that anymore. The resurrection does not have confinement. The resurrection doesn't give a shit about the past. When you're in the essence of the resurrection, you are free because there is light that has filled your body because of the darkness, because of what you have been through, because you have decided to be free. So we allow those walls, that confinement, to be broken down as the white light comes into this space right now. Just breathe that in, take that in, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, and just let it go. Let it go. I'm hearing a question right now that's coming through, and I want to ask this to you all. How have you stopped yourself from being free? How have you stopped yourself from acting in the true essence of your soul, and why? What has stopped you in the past? Because in this moment right now, you can choose to go beyond that. You can choose to go beyond that. You can choose a different story. You can choose to go higher. It is a choice. It is a choice you make because you know that something better out there exists for you. So what is that? What is that for you? And I want to know right now if you are committed to that, if you are committed to your freedom, if you are committed to your happiness, if you are committed to your soul and experiencing your soul's love shine through this world in every facet that it can. I want you to let me know in the comments or give me some hearts, because I want to know that you are deeply committed to what your soul has to say, to what your soul wants to do. Beautiful. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth as we move into the heart space area. Chris is like, all these hearts, love it, love it. Catherine's doing some hearts right now, awesome. We got people committed to their soul, yes. Okay, we are moving into the heart space area right now. And we're allowing this white light to just come and penetrate the heart. Dora says, I needed this right now. Thank you for that message, love. You are so welcome, beautiful. I'm glad that message has served you. Moving into the heart. Oh my God. The heart space. There is so much trauma, so much wounding, so much hiding energy happening in the heart. And the heart is a really tough chakra to work with, because this is like the birthplace of our soul. This is like the birthplace of our essence in the human figure. And when any chakra is out of alignment, right, the heart is automatically out of alignment, because when a chakra is out of alignment, it means that the soul cannot show up fully. And the heart chakra takes a big hit on that when the soul can't show up fully. And the heart is all about love. The heart just wants love. It wants to connect with love. It wants to be surrounded by love. It wants to live in love. So it's like your truest essence. It's right here. And when we've been burnt in the past, when we've been hurt in the past, when we've given too much and haven't been able to receive for what we've put out there, when we've been taken advantage of, the heart can't open up as easily. It cannot open up as easily because it has pain there. It has a wounded story there. And right now we're going to let that go. We're going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We're going to let it go, okay? Just let all of that energy out. And it's like the way I'm feeling this energy leave from the heart space area, it's like very shaky, very, very shaky. It's almost like a baby deer learning how to walk for the first time. It's like on shaky grounds, on shaky legs. Okay? Because we've been so conditioned to close our hearts off. We've been so conditioned to close our energy off and hide. But we need to reestablish ourselves on sturdy ground, on sturdy legs. And it's going to take practice to have our hearts opened and open to receiving love and open to giving love. That is going to take practice. That is a muscle that we need to establish. That is a way of walking in the world that we need to learn how to do. And you have to work on it. You have to work on it. You have to commit yourself to that path. And again, this is what the resurrection is about. It is about commitment from the choice of wanting better. From knowing that you deserve better. From knowing that you deserve to be in the essence of love and light. So can you commit to that? Can you commit to doing better for your soul so that you can experience love in the heart, so that you can be filled up with love in the heart? Can you commit to that? And that's not going to be easy work. It's not going to be easy work. We live in a fucked up world. We live in a really fucked up world, right? And when you are on a spiritual path and highly empathetic and connected to others and intuitive, right? You feel so deeply. You feel the pain of others so deeply, and you internalize that. You internalize that. And that gets filtered through your body. That gets filtered through your everyday life. And that could cause you to feel off center. That can cause you to feel out of whack in your heart. And when you feel out of whack in your heart, you have to choose, right? You have to choose to go higher. I was saging my apartment this morning, and I was on edge when I woke up this morning. Saging, calling in the light. I choose to stand in the light. I choose to stand in the light. I choose to stand in the light. And the more I said, I choose to stand in the light, what I was clenching onto slowly started to have less weight over my energetic being. And again, this is a choice. It's not to say that you're not going to feel pain from living in this world. It's not going to say, I'm not trying to say that you're not going to have days where you feel bad or sad or angry or down. But when you do feel those ways, you have more control over your energy because you know that there is a better option out there. So when you hit those lows, it's easier for you to come back on a high, because you know that that needs to be your baseline. That needs to be your standard. And you have to do the work to get your energy to back it up there. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Tiff. Happy Easter. Okay. We still got more energy flowing into the heart. Beautiful. Okay, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth as we work our way up into the throat chakra. Moving up into the throat chakra. The throat chakra is probably one of my favorite chakras to work with, because this is how we express ourselves. We express our truth. It's how we speak, right? And so often I work with people that have closed down throat chakras. And I feel that the energy in the throat chakra is a little iffy right now. The throat's a little closed off right now, because what I'm feeling here is that the throat chakra has a lot to say. It has a lot of corrections to make. It has a lot of truth to speak. It has a lot of light to shine. And there is a lot of resistance there. There's a lot of resistance between you and speaking the truth and showing up. And like maybe there's some things that need to be corrected from the past. That's what's coming up here. It's like there are many things that were out of alignment with love that you wish to fix. And the throat doesn't know how to come from a place of love in those areas, because it feels triggered, it feels wounded, and it feels like it's in battle. There's a combat here happening in the throat. And whether or not you go about speaking something in a battle-like tone or energy, or you just shut it down because it might come out nasty, there is a block here regarding that. And we're just going to allow that to come out and just come to the surface right now so that we can clear it. Hey, Lisa. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Allowing the throat to be cleared with this white light. Okay. And this is the download that I'm getting right now. And I know this is like really true in my life too. When something happens and it throws us into the crucifixion, or it throws others into the crucifixion, right? When we're crucifying someone else or ourselves, it's like we are sending out so much negative energy towards them, right? It's like it's an act of hate. You're crucifying somebody, right? Like it's hateful. And when we do that, when we're crucifying ourselves or somebody else, the way we speak to try and fix that, it comes from a place of heavy energy. And in my own life, when I see this, right, because I've been burned in the past, I've went through a lot of trauma, I have a lot of walls up around me so that I can protect myself generally. And I'm very aware of this, and I work on this all the time, right? But when someone comes into my life and they do something that like throws me out of whack, or their energy doesn't sit well with me, I literally have to process that energy through my body, bring myself back into the light, so that when I communicate with them, it is not coming from a place of hate. It is not coming from a place of crucifixion. I am not trying to put them down. I am just trying to solely speak my truth. Like, that is it. And speaking my truth from a place of love. It's so much easier to get your point across to somebody else when you have love backing what's coming out of your throat. When you have love backing what you need to say to somebody that has hurt you. If someone comes at you and they say something to you that attacks you, right? You're going to be in defense mode. You're going to be in defense mode unless you have like a deep ass spiritual practice where you are neutralized. But most of the time, right, the world isn't like that. When people come at you with attacking energy, with crucifixion energy, right, you have to go into defense mode. And what happens there? It's like a battle of energy, right? So if we can get our throats on track with love and speaking with love and processing things in a deep and beautiful way and being able to show up in our truth because we love ourselves, right? Because we know there's something better out there and nobody deserves to experience pain or hate from one another, right? I mean, we all experience pain and hate, but if we're aiding in that and we're increasing that, right? Like we're not working towards the betterment of our soul. So we need to speak from a place of love. Just let this energy come through. And really open up the throat. And if you feel like you need to drink right now, water, tea, whatever, coffee, go ahead and get some. I'm going to have some myself. Beautiful. Okay, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to move up into the third eye. Before we get into the third eye, we're just going to clear out the ear chakras. Okay, moving back up into the third eye. Just take a deep breath in there. So the third eye is our intuitive connection. It is where we are able to see beyond our physical reality. And there are messages that exist here. There is another reality, an alternate reality that we can so easily bring into our lives that exists here. That life that we wish to create when we are resurrected, when we are living in our love and in our truth, that exists here. We can see that. However, it is blocked, it is shaded right now because what we are seeing and experiencing in this world right now, in this group, the energy that I'm picking up on is just a direct reflection of the pain that we have been experiencing within our body. And when you go into meditation and when you develop a practice that allows you to see beyond this reality and see from a higher lens, you expand the opportunity of love to penetrate your world. You expand your perception of what this 3D world actually is. And you allow yourself to call in that higher knowledge, that higher wisdom, that higher opportunity. And there's a lot of energy happening in this third eye space for all of you. All of you are so gifted. I'm feeling that for every single person on here, whether you're on the live or catching the replay. I am just feeling so much open potential here. There's a lot of potential here. Everyone is so gifted up here. It's beautiful. I wonder if like everyone on here has like intuitive gifts or something like that, but there's a lot of potential up in the third eye. And it's just a matter of that commitment. Like, can you commit to that meditation practice? Because that also calms the nervous system. It calms the nervous system. And when you can see better from up here, when you can see from within and connect with your soul, you begin to change the way you see the world. Because your reality is shifting, your soul is shifting, your cells are shifting. Because you have tapped into this place where you can see beyond what is true to the physical eyes. I hope that makes sense. So we're just allowing this white light energy to clear the third eye space. And what is the question I'm asking is, what is the What is the issue? What is the issue here? Why is it so hard to drop into a meditation? Why is it so hard to commit to just silencing the mind, to tap into this greater sight, this greater vision, this greater reality where truth exists? Why is it so hard? Is there too much going on? Do you not have enough time? Like, what is that? And I will tell you one thing that I can say with complete certainty. When I meditate every single morning, and when I make my spiritual practice and my meditation practice my number one thing to do throughout the day, I have more time. I have more time. Time slows down for me because I'm not stressing out. I'm not, acting from a place of craziness, because I have taken that time to tap into that world where higher truth, higher knowledge, and higher love exists. And I have brought that into my reality. I have stepped into that in the morning. And you can meditate anytime throughout the day, but just maybe you don't even want to meditate, but maybe you do have a practice that allows you to silence yourself and just go into that place of higher knowledge, higher wisdom, higher connection, and experience that. Beautiful. In through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm gonna go into the crown chakra shortly. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Great. So we're now up in the crown chakra. And I love working with the crown chakra. So the crown chakra is what connects us to the cosmos, the universe, all of that beautiful space, the infinite, right? Like, that's how we connect to that. Hi, Tasha. Happy to see you on here. The crown chakra requires a lot of trust, a lot of surrender to thrive. It requires a lot of that. This is where faith comes in to play. This is where believing in something that you cannot see comes into play. Your higher self can be encompassed in the crown chakra. And when we clench and clench and clench and hold on and hold on and hold on and stress and stress and stress and try and control and control and control, the crown chakra closes down, because that's not being in a state of surrender. So that light, that glow, that divine love, that divinity, right? The divine exists in the crown chakra. It's hard to be embodied in the physical body because there is no way for that higher energy to flow through when the body's so clenched. It cuts us off from that. It cuts us off from that divinity. So anything that stops you from trusting, from surrendering, from having faith, from believing in more, from even if you don't believe in God or source energy, from believing in more in yourself, from trusting in yourself and in your power, anything that stops you from doing that, we let that go so that our crown chakra can be filled with all of this glorious white light that we have worked through the body. Just allow that to float around in there. And this is it, you guys. What I'm seeing right now, the vision that's being downloaded into me as I tap into this crown space, is that we are on the precipice of something new right now. All of you are. It might look different for all of you, but there is something new that is occurring in your life, and you've probably been feeling the buildup of this energy happening over the past couple of weeks. And it is time. It is time to just fully let go and fully dive into this new way of living. Whatever that is for you, whatever comes up for you when I say that, what is that for you? And how can you let go? How can you dive more fully into this, into your purpose, and have faith that you are going to be carried in the way that you need to be carried? That everything is going to work out in a beautiful, divine way. Because that is what you deserve. That is what you deserve. And you need to trust that. All of that past shit that tells you that, you know, it's not going to work out, or something bad is going to happen, or you can't let go because you need to protect yourself. Like, no, we're leaving that in the past, because that is what has crucified you. That is what has crucified your soul. That has what stopped you from being able to embrace your truth and embody the light. So we let that go right now, and we jump off that motherfucking cliff, because we know that we are not going to fall. We know we are going to fly, because we trust in ourselves, we believe in ourselves, and we have faith that we are going to be carried by a higher power. So let it go. Beautiful. We're just going to take another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth as we let this energy just clear up the crown. Awesome. And now we just send this energy upwards, and we're going to send it up out of the chakra fields, and we're going to go right up into the cosmos and bring this energy into Source's hands. So we have connected down from the ground, right? We made that connection with Earth, and now we bring this energy up. And we give it to Source, and in return, Source is going to give us some gold light energy to integrate into our bodies. And the gold light energy is like an amplifier. Whenever I see gold light energy come into a healing session, I think of Beyonce immediately. Like, she's just like so fierce, so diva. It's an amplifier. It's an amplifier of what we have done. Okay, so we've cleansed out the body, we restored ourselves with white light, and now we're going to amplify it. And this is going to hit into the body really quick, okay? It's going to come into the chakras really quick. And we're going to just bring it into the crown, bringing it into the third eye, allowing it to go into the ears and the throat, into the heart, into the solar plexus, into the sacral space, the root chakra, down the thighs, into the knees, down the calves, into the ankles, into the feet, out the soles of the feet. We're just going to send this back into the core of the earth, and it's going to meet up with that white light energy, allowing us to create a complete circle. Just letting it move into the core of the earth. Okay. Great. So now what we do is ground this energy. The healing itself is over, but we need to ground, we need to shut this down, and we need to just put some protection on us. So if you moved out of the seating position with both feet flat on the floor, please do that right now. And we're just going to ground into this energy and throw some protection over our souls right now. And we're just going to ground in a pyramid. I like grounding in pyramids because it has a very sturdy base, a heavy base, but it also points up to the top. It points up to the stars. It points up to the cosmos. So it's like we're grounded, and yet we have direction, right? We have direction to the light. So we're just grounding in those pyramids. And if you see me like doing this weird stuff with my arms right now, I'm just dropping pyramids over everybody that has tuned into this healing, both on the live and on the replay. Okay. All right. So now that we have grounded, we can take our attention back to our heart space areas where we have created that sacred circle platform. And this is where our hearts connected, the bridges from our hearts connected, and we formed that platform. So what we're going to do right now, before we break down the bridges, this is where our guides came down to communicate the healing. So let's just take a moment to thank them. Let's take a moment to thank all of our guides of the highest truth and compassion that have showed up for us today. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for holding space. Thank you for allowing this healing to transpire. Thank you for allowing the messages and the energy to flow through so that it could be healed today. We appreciate you and we are so grateful for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we just get to disconnect from these areas and allow the heart bridges to go back into their hearts. Beautiful. Cutting that down. Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and now we're just disconnecting the healing on my end. Just give me a second. Okay, the healing has been disconnected. You can come back to conscious reality right now. And I want to know how that was, what your experience was, and if anyone has any questions. I have left some time for a Q&A. I went about 10 minutes over the allotted time I gave for the healing. I tried to go for like 45 minutes, but I kind of gave that disclaimer that it's really hard for me to gauge time and space when I'm in that channeling mindset. But yeah, it's now time for Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns or anything like that, just let me know. Oh, before anyone hops off on here, also just to like integrate what you experienced, drink a lot of water. If you can, get outside, take a bath, like put your feet in the ground and meditate. It just helps move the energy that we shifted today. It helps move it into the body a lot more quickly. So we worked in the metaphysical body, and over time, like this is going to integrate throughout the physical body. So the more ease you allow your body to experience, the quicker the changes happen. Okay? So questions, comments, concerns. I'm going to just hang out on here for a few more minutes. If no one writes anything, I'll get off, but let me know. I know like comments are delayed, so okay. Tasha says, thank you, sweetheart. I really needed this. You are so welcome. I hope it served you in a divine, beautiful way. Chris says, thank you. You shine so brightly. Thank you, Chris. Woo! Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys remember from like my earlier videos, my past videos, I always had like a kind of rigged up like way to hold my phone on this thing, and it still hasn't changed. I still don't have like a tripod or anything like that. Catherine says, now that we are all cleansed, how can we maintain this? Thank you. That is an awesome question. I'm really happy you asked that. So, okay. Just gonna be straight up honest with you guys, right? So you're all cleaned up right now. You feel awesome, right? You have all this white light like just flowing through your body, and you go out into the real world and you interact with people that are total fucking assholes, right? How do you block that energy from coming into your being and not affecting you? That's pretty much like what you're asking, right? Like how do you protect yourself from everyday life? And again, like from what I was saying in the healing, like you have to make a conscious choice to go higher in each and every moment. Like there are going to be things that trigger the shit out of you. There are going to be moments where you feel like you can't do it anymore. But knowing where you come from, knowing the baseline for your energy, it's like we morphed your energy today. Like we changed your cells. We did some cellular work, right? Like we brought this light into this space, and now this is where your body wants to exist at. This is where your energy wants to thrive at. It wants to thrive in in a place where you can experience love. And what happens when you experience people or instances or events that are just like really low vibe, it's like you feel it more because the contrast is so great now. The contrast is so great now. So like something that would have bothered you in the past and like you wouldn't have thought anything of it, like you're gonna think of it now because like you're experiencing that disconnect from love. Does that make sense? And when you experience that disconnect from love, it comes into your conscious mind more so that you can have more control over the choices that you make, and the energy that you choose to exist in. So I'm not going to say that like you're not going to experience like fucked up shit now, right? Like you live in Earth where there's a lot of fucked up people, so you're going to experience it, but the way you go about it is on you. The way you choose to go higher from it is on you. I hope that makes sense. So whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel like you're thriving in your energy, whatever makes you feel like you're connected, you have to do more of that. Definitely do more of that. Allow your soul to be free, right? Show up in the world as who you truly are. Speak from a place of love. Like these are muscles that you have to build and integrate with. Tasha says, can I use a crystal to charge with this energy to carry with me? Yes, totally. You can put this energy right into a crystal and wear it. I'll show you my desk right now. Like I just have like a bunch of crystals around me. Right now I have more on my nightstands. I have more behind me. Like my whole entire room right now is just filled with a bunch of crystals. So I constantly charge my crystals with the energy that I work with. So yes, you can totally do that. Chris says, how do we come back to our heart space when we are not in the moment? Meditation, for sure, or journaling, like doing that deep work, self-reflection, praying, anything that takes you back to the truth of your soul. So what makes your heart feel like it's thriving? What makes you feel like you are protected? What makes you feel like you are in an incredible space? Do more of that. Where do you feel like you can connect the most with your soul? It looks so different for everybody, so I don't want to give you like a straight up answer. Like for me, when I am out of my heart, it's like I need to meditate. Like 1000%. I need to meditate, I need to dance, I need to work out, I need to do something to move my body and to like connect with a higher power. That is how I do it. For you, that might look differently. But it's just a practice that you should be doing on the regular, on the daily, because we know how important it is to us to be in the essence of love. And it's like, if we're not doing the things that bring us into love, right? Like we're going to feel off whack. We're going to feel not in the moment. We're going to feel stressed out. So it's a practice. It's a muscle that we need to work on, and it is a commitment. Tasha, would you recommend a rose quartz crystal? Hell yeah! I got rose quartz right here. Yes, you can ground this into a rose quartz for sure. Or even like regular quartz. That would work too. Anything that you choose, anything that you are intuitively being called to ground this energy into would work. Anyone else have any other questions? I came onto this healing with wet hair, and now I don't know if I like the way my hair dried. I have to go look at it outside of like a dark room. You are glowing. Thank you. Your soul is glowing. I can't see you, but like I feel you and I feel the glow. Anyone else have any questions, comments, or concerns before I hop off this? I'll give it another minute, and if I don't have any comment that comes through, I'll hop off. And if you do have questions, or if you're catching the replay and you have questions, I can just answer them later. what are your plans for the group? That is a great question. I actually want to go through this group and kind of like delete some posts. Like, I know I haven't, like I said on the live video the other day, I wasn't active in here, and like this is my group, and like I went through the group yesterday, and I was looking at all the posts, and it's just like the energy didn't really feel good, because there hasn't really been like structure here. So I'm gonna clear that up, clear up the energy in here, delete some posts, delete stuff that like just doesn't resonate with the energy I want the group to have. And from there, once I clean that up and can feel into the energy of this group more deeply, I'll figure out more of a plan. But like how I normally am, I just like, I like openness. I want to see more interaction on here. I want to do more live videos, more healings, more like coaching, like this. Yeah, I want more connection. I really want to foster connection and service. That is like my thing right now, connection and service. So I want to bring more of that into this group. Anything else, my loves? I'll tell you something really random. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I have had like long ass white pointy nails, and I ripped them off the other day. Archangel Raphael. I love Archangel Raphael. So I ripped my nails off, and I'm back to my normal nails, and I've had fake nails on for like almost a year, and it's really weird to get used to not having them. Like, I feel like I'm missing something on my fingers, but it's okay. Really random fact about me. I ripped my nails off. Hurt like a bitch, but it's cool. All right. Okay, it is 10:05. I'm going to hop off on here. If you have any other questions, please feel free to just drop them in the comments here, or you can shoot me a message. Yeah, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for being part of this healing. It means the world to me to be of service to you on Easter, the resurrection. So thank you so much, and I love you guys.